Hello there, Hamish and Gabe here from the Uplay team, and welcome to the third part of our welcome series.
Alright, now it's time to go into some of the Uplay settings and features that you can tailor to make your experience all your own.
Let's do it. Let's kick it off with the settings section. You can access it by clicking on the bar menu, or sometimes referred to as the hamburger menu, on the top left part of Uplay. Once you're in the settings area, you'll see a few different sections. Within general, you can select the interface language of Uplay and also enable or disable features like cloud saves, post-game notifications, the overlay, or game invites from non-friends. You can also enable an FPS counter in-game to see all those glorious frames you're getting, minimize Uplay to the system tray instead of closing it all together when you close the window, launch Uplay with Windows, and select the page you want Uplay to open on when it's launched. Finally, there's an option if you want to opt in to try out preview versions of Uplay. This is where we will release early versions of features for you to go hands-on with and improve with your feedback. In the network settings area, you can make it so Uplay always starts offline, doesn't send any crash reports, and open the Windows proxy settings. Next up, we have downloads. In here, you can enable automatic updates for games that you've recently played, set a bandwidth limit if you want to make sure your downloads don't eat up your entire internet connection, change the default install location of your games, and where the game installer cache is located. There's also a convenient button to delete all game installers once you're done with them. Next up, we have notifications, where you can really go in detail with which in-game and desktop notifications you want to receive. Finally, we have other. In here, you'll find the options for your screenshots, such as changing the folder location, the hotkey, if you want a PNG version of it, or if you'd like screenshots to be taken when you complete an achievement. If you're someone that likes to group chat windows into a separate window in your taskbar, then we have that option for you as well. The next area we'll go through is the home of all information, the news page. Within the news page, you can customize the latest news section to include any and all games that you're interested in. All you need to do is drop down the categories menu, select what you're interested in seeing, and we'll filter the news for you. If you want to go back to seeing everything, all you need to do is hit clear. You can also change how the news is displayed in the latest news. Click the icons next to view to change between grid and list views and go with whatever you prefer. So the game library is where you'll find all your games, and there are a few options you can use to customize it the way you want it to look. Firstly, there are three icons at the top that change the way the library is displayed. The leftmost one is a grid view, and you can select between three different sizes: small, medium, and large. In the middle, you have the list view, where the key art for the game is still visible, and all the way on the right, you have the text-only format. Once you've found the view that you prefer, you can manage which game tiles are displayed by hiding them or marking them as favorite. All you need to do is right-click on the game, and if you don't want to see it, hit that hide button. If you want to mark something favorite, a new section will appear at the top of your library, which includes all the games that are part of your favorite list. If you want to unhide something, all you need to do is go down to the bottom of your library, go to the hidden section, and select unhide. In the game section, you'll also notice an area called free games. This is where you'll find any trials or demos that are available for you. All you need to do to check them out is click on them, add them to your games library, and hit download. Within a game's dedicated page, there are also a few things you might find interesting. Firstly, there's the game news, which is where all the news dedicated to that game is displayed. After that, you have all the club challenges and club rewards available for that game just a click away. For those of you that love numbers, we also have a statistics page to show you some of the cool stats and highlights about your adventure in that game. For the achievement hunters out there, we have a list of all the achievements that are available for that game and their current status. The store section highlights any additional content or in-game purchases that are available for you, and underneath that you'll find the properties, which allows you to do things like manage your automatic updates if you've played recently or verify your game files. Finally, we have support, which will redirect you to our official channels if you run into any issues or have any questions. Every now and then, we have a special event or some cool information we'd like to share with you, such as a recent game announcement, upcoming releases or betas, or maybe a PC guide. You'll find all of this in the dedicated special tab right next to the store button.
Thanks for hanging out with us and getting to know Uplay a little bit better.
As always, if you have any feedback or ideas you want to share with us, you'll find some links to our forums and our social media in the description below.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.